Now that we know what standard form is and what vertex form is, we are going to go over converting from our standard form to vertex form and then use that resulting equation or what we get to gather data. So question number 1 is, how do we go from this standard form and make it look like our vertex form? The answer is we need to know this formula. This formula is x is equal to negative b divided by 2a. So it is everything on the top divided by everything on the bottom. So if our b value, if our b value is an 8, that means negative b is going to be a negative 8. And if our a value is 2, that means we are going to have x is equal to our negative b, which is going to be our negative 8 divided by our 2 times a. And our a value in this case is 2. So our answer is going to be negative 8 divided by 4, which simplifies to a negative 2. So this is the first part in getting to our vertex form. So I just showed you how to use our formula. X is equal to negative b divided by 2a. Now the second part that I want to go over on this slide is, look at all the questions on the bottom. Now let's say that our vertex was a 3, negative 7. If our vertex is a 3, negative 7, that means our minimum value is going to be that negative 7, and our k value is a negative 7. And that also means that our axis of symmetry is going to be 3, and our h value is also a 3. So that is a 3, h is a 3, and our minimum value is a negative 7. And then our k value is also a negative 7. So once you get to vertex form, you have all the data or all the information necessary to answer these 5 questions. So let's do some examples. So over here, first we have our formula, which is x is equal to negative b divided by 2a. So on the side, I'm going to tell you my a is equal to 1. And my b is going to be a 16. So that means my negative b is a negative 16. So if I go back to my formula, this becomes a negative 16 on the top divided by 2 times our a value of 1. Half of negative 16 is a negative 8. Then we're going to take this negative 8, which is also known as the axis of symmetry, and our x. We're going to take this and we're going to plug it in. And we're going to plug it in for every single x we see. So what that's going to look like is we have f of negative 8 is equal to, instead of x squared, we are going to have a negative 8 squared plus 16. Instead of x, we are going to put in a negative 8 plus 71. So if we do the math for this, you can put it into your calculator. That is a negative 8 squared plus 16 times a negative 8 plus 71. And that gives us a 7. So this y is equal to 7. And this is also known as the max slash our minimum. And because our a is positive, we have a smiley face, and this is the min. So our vertex is going to be negative 8, comma 7. Now I am going to do number 3. So for number 3, we see that our a is going to be a negative 1 and our b is a negative 14. We know for our formula we need a negative b. So this becomes negative b is equal to a 14. So we use our formula. X is equal to negative b, 14, divided by 2 times a. Our a value here is a negative 1. So simplifying, we get a negative 7. We are going to plug this negative 7 into our equation here. Inside of this x, and inside of this x is going to go a negative 7. F of negative 7 is equal to a negative x. Instead of x, we have a negative 7 squared minus 14. Inside we put a negative 7, which is minus 59. And if I simplify, this becomes a negative 49 plus 14 times 7 is 98 minus 59. And if we combine all of these, a negative 49 plus 98 minus 59, our answer is going to be a negative 10. So this is going to be our y value, which puts our vertex at a negative 7, comma negative 10. And my third problem I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4. So I'm going to take this 4 here, all of that, and I'm going to start writing right there. So looking at this, I have my a value is going to be a 2. My b value is a 36. So that means my negative b is going to be a negative 36. If I put this into my formula, x is equal to negative b, negative 36, divided by 2 times a. So 2 times my A value is 2. So we have a negative 36 divided by 4. And that is going to be a negative 9. Now I'm going to take this negative 9 and we are going to plug it into this equation here. So I will get f of negative 9 is equal to 2 times our x squared plus 36 times our x plus 170. And if we simplify this out, we have 2 times 9 squared, negative 9 squared is 81. And then 36 times, 36 times a negative 9 is negative 324 plus 170. And if you put this into the calculator, so we do 2 times 81 minus 324 plus 170, our answer that we get is an 8. So this is equal to our y value, which means my vertex is a negative 9, 8. And if I go back to these questions, what is my minimum value? Well, for this last problem here, my minimum value is going to be 8 because this 8 is my k. And then if it asks, what is the axis of symmetry? My axis of symmetry is negative 9 because it's negative 9 is my h value.